Alrighty, so as previously mentioned, the runestone of Kendaria got stolen, but the king just kinda sent us our merry way. So now we have to go to the Yprick mines to retrieve it. Yprick. Yeah. Double Y's. Easy to pronounce. So, there are a lot of nasty creatures in here, but a lot of them are grass elements, so we're bringing a lot of those red lizards in this time. And of course we're keeping the standbys, elephants, mandragoras, the old guard.
Typical, yeah.
So, it's never really outright stated that there's some sort of rivalry between the countries here, but with that said, Kendrys pretty much he's kind of the dick of the group, pretty much uniformly. Basically, they are super rich due to these jewel mines, which we're currently in. Look at all these wonderful jewels.
Yeah, they didn't do a very good job mining.
Well, I mean,
It's exposed.
those aren't jewels, those are crystals. It's different, of course.
Don't you think there's like some value to crystals though?
Probably. When you break them apart, they do turn into magic stones, so...
That's a little ridiculous.
Maybe? So those are caterpokers. Besides having a ridiculous name, they're really not that dangerous. You're going to just have to watch out for basic melee attacks from them. They can poison, so they can be irritating, but... Okay, and I have to mention, in the thread, one person, I can't remember his name, I'll look it up later, mentioned that there was a single card that he was looking forward to me trying to get. It's a card called the Golden Goose. Also, that little wobbly sound in the background is actually a monster.
Oh god,
That's
really?
That's the jack-o'-lantern. You can kind of see him over there. He is a skeleton with a pumpkin head.
That's really cute.
The jack-o'-lanterns will deal moderate amounts of damage, but they're not terribly dangerous. They just kind of make silly noises. So the card that the guy was worried about me trying to get was the Golden Goose. And the thing about the Golden Goose is that you can actually find one right here, and you'll never have to catch it.
Oh, I see.
Apparently a lot of people don't know this, because the Golden Goose is apparently rare, or people think it's rare. Because whenever you hear about trying to get 100% completion, or people are always like, well, those cards, or that card was terrible to get, because you have to search through a cathedral, and you need to find it, and it's one of the few monsters that can run away from combat. But you can just come here, bust apart a crystal, and there it is.
So that like proves even further that they are terrible at mining.
Yeah, pretty much. They never even found a rare goose. I mean, if they were real card collectors, they would have been able to see that no problem. So, this happy little strutting man, seriously, look at him. He's wonderful. He just walks along with his little torch, and he's actually a bit of an interesting dude. He has the worst luck of all time because he acts as the trigger for every fight in this area.
Oh, that must be a terrible life to live. But he's so happy, so...
Well, not right now. He just got spooked by some scary monsters.
Aye.
This is a juggernaut, the thing currently doing donuts around the arena, and...
This feels significantly different.
It's
a machine?
It's a car.
Why is there a car?
It's a monster car. Also, I can't hit it for anything. For some reason, this thing gave me a lot of trouble until I finally figured out I could just kind of hit it with the crystal beam. But even then, that only does like 10 damage, so I'd have to land 5 consecutive shots to be able to take it down.
Does it just keep driving away from you?
It does.
It's the worst enemy ever.
Well, I mean, I have it charmed, so eventually I managed to catch it because, you know, obviously this is a worthy foe.
Yeah, it's a car.
I should add it to my collection. So this is the Juggernaut.
I see.
So our little trembling friend here is convinced that there are no monsters and that his presence is keeping us safe, so he continues his happy little strut along the area. If you ignore this man and simply run to the end of the level, you will never encounter an enemy.
Oh, wow.
But if you keep him company, he will thank you at the end of it.
I like how the fairies go, wah!
I like to think that they're just in awe of actually seeing somebody with such a stylish hairpiece.
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh no, not another monster.
Yeah, that thing in the corner is a Catoblepass? I'm never sure how to pronounce this. But it is a completely stationary monster with a huge neck.
Whoa, yeah, what is going on with that? It's like a cow almost?
It's
like it has a
it's
cow
like a
head.
cow giraffe demon. And it fires eye beams. So naturally we want to add it to our collection as well.
Yeah, that neck.
Oh, and the Caterpokers like to roll over.
The
No particular
Caterpokers are
reason.
pretty cute.
Apart from the fact where they're giant, evil caterpillar worm things.
But then they'll become something cuter, I'm sure.
Yeah. Real adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I never really liked the design of the Caterpokers. They ick me out a bit. I'm gonna say it right now. But, oh my god, I just can't get over this guy. He looks so self-satisfied with every single step.
He's got a sick strut.
Doing my job, walking through the mines.
It's like he doesn't want to, like, bend his legs.
He's actually trying to hold in a massive poop. He does. Oh, so, he took the wrong turn, turning into this completely enclosed space, which he apparently couldn't see from 20 feet away, but it's fine. There's only one Catoblepass. Luckily, this is not... Oh, by the way, check out how tiny these elephants are.
Elephant, jeez. Oh my god.
Elephants are pretty nasty.
Elephants are pretty cool.
Yeah, but the elephant is only like as tall as we are, so it's like a little baby.
Oh, that's even
Yeah,
cuter.
Yeah, you got a little tiny baby elephant. Don't worry, he'll get pretty chuffy soon enough.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, not this video. It's gonna take us a little while to get him the proper experience so he can grow up and be big and strong.
It's okay. We need character progression.
Yeah, once we escort our strutting friend around the arena, I have to say one thing I'm very glad that Lost Kingdoms did. They did not give this guy health. This guy is just completely invulnerable the moment you step into a fight, and you just have to complete the fights around him. If you actually had to keep him alive, this might be really frustrating.
Yeah.
But I'd assume they also would have given some sort of reward for that if that were the case, so...
Yeah, that'd be extremely tedious.
Yeah. I never actually noticed it, but I think that fairy might actually be hinting toward the plot of the second game. The one who's talking about how the castle shines in relation to these stones, but it's not something that... God damn it, another carbuncle. I swear to God, we are getting a carbuncle in every single level. You can catch them in the desert, so it's not like they're going to be particularly rare, but no. Here, have a ton of these tiny, little, squealing, circling enemies, and we've got another dude, don't we? Yeah, we've got our jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, it makes a cute little sound. It's just like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like... Bop, bop, bop.
It's like it's in a cartoon.
Yeah.
In real life.
In real life?
So this is actually the rare encounter for the level. It's the Goblin Lord.
Oh.
And despite
Why
sounding
was
like an upgraded...
Why is he by himself if he's a lord?
Because he's chill. He's not the only lord.
Okay.
There are many Goblin Lords. This is but one. The Goblin Lord is the rare encounter for this level. Usually levels will have a single rare, and normally those rares will be really useful. This guy's the exception. He's pretty worthless. If you toss him, he'll just dig up magic stones around the field. But if you beat up enemies, they'll drop magic stones from their bodies, so you really don't need to worry about that ever.
Is that a jack-o'-lantern again?
Yep. Jack-o'-lanterns just keep popping up throughout this level, and I figure, you know, he's got 1 health. Let's just take him out with something that needs experience. And even more Caterpokers hanging out at the other side of the level. Wait, what was that sound? I know it wasn't the jack-o'-lantern. The jack-o'-lantern died.
Yeah, I heard the wobble wobble.
Did the Caterpoker do that?
Maybe it's been the Caterpoker this entire time.
No, it's definitely not the Caterpoker. I don't know what it is, though. I didn't catch that the first playthrough. So anyway, since we're safely through this area, we get plenty of sweet loot in these chests. These are still there, even if you don't escort the dude, so it's not like a reward for helping him or anything like that. As I stated a little while ago, there's absolutely no reward for helping this guy. He just kind of shows you the way through the mines, which isn't really useful because there's only one path through the mines anyway.
Poor guy.
So, I don't know. It's like there's no purpose to him.
They probably intended you to feel like obligated.
Oh, they wanted you to be able to help the dude?
Yeah.
It's just, it's a caring potential. Show that you really care about this game's deep and complex characters.
They didn't do a
like
very good
Random
job.
Night number 15.
Yes.
In all fairness, I can definitely... Oh, this is the Golden Goose. It
Wow.
looks ridiculous.
It is, like, pimped out.
Yeah, it is seriously pimped out, but even the card description says it runs around but is entirely useless. The Golden Goose is nothing but game completion and money if you want to sell it.
Well, what else do you want in life, really?
Well, you never sell the Golden Goose. Wait, no, it's the goose that lays the golden egg. Never mind, this guy probably just lays regular eggs. Lazy jerk. You'd think a golden goose would also lay golden eggs, but no.
Nope. He just wears a sick jacket.
It does look like a jacket now that I think of it.
Oh, it isn't a jacket? Because I thought he was wearing a
No,
jacket.
I think he's just got like tons of black feathers and jewels all over him, but I can't imagine. I'm imagining like he's part of a gang, biker gang.
Yeah, it's like a leather
involving the Golden
jacket.
Goose. He's part of the Golden Geese. When they ride, it's called the flock.
Oh, boy.
So down here we get a jack-o'-lantern of our very own. Jack-o'-lanterns are actually pretty powerful. They do a huge AoE attack, but it also takes away 50% of your health, I think?
Wow.
Oh, I forgot something. If you go over here, you get a water bird. It's literally called a water bird, and it heals you and any allies completely, so while it sounds pretty silly, if you're getting the crap beaten out of you, you want a water bird on your side.
Is it like a duck?
No, it's a bird. It's a water bird.
Made out of water?
It's like a blue ostrich.
I see, I see.
At least, I think I can look at it here, but... So, as you can see, we're starting to run out of cards a bit, so if you need to leave the level, this is the point where you do it. And let's just jump straight down that hill to the boss fight. This is the Puppet Master. I really like his design, if for something you can only barely see. There's actually, underneath that dude's robes, there is a littler man controlling him.
Oh, that's clever.
Like, you can sort of see his arms sticking out the side, but the Puppet Master is just a dude inside of a dude.
I like how he attacks with his strings.
Oh, definitely. The Puppet Master is actually fairly dangerous. He can be a bit of a tough boss fight if for nothing else than the fact that he has a small number of attacks, but they all strike fairly quickly, and in a large enough area that can be a bit hard to get away from them. With that said, if you get a few decent hits off early, you should be fine, but at this point you only have enough HP to live through about 10 hits maybe? So if you start to run out of magic crystals from the fight, just bust up a few of the crystals around the arena, and you should be fine. Probably.
See, I'm finding more reasons as to why these crystals are really useful.
Yeah, it probably explains why the Kendrys are so rich. They just export magic crystals. I don't think the crystals have any other use, but there you go. They just kind of shove them in everything.
Oh.
So, naturally, it was that Puppet Master that stole the runestone, and we get one for free. For the last one, we had to fight an important story character. For this one, we fight a dude inside of his own puppet. So, it says I only fought one battle. That's because on my replay, I just ran through the level. As I mentioned, if you don't stick by Mr. Scaredy Pants, you do not have to do any of the fights. But your rating will get absolutely tanked if you do this. So, I had to play this level maybe 11 or 12 times before I finally got the actual draw for the Puppet Master. And it's picture. Look, you can see the dude kind of looking at it a little bit there.
He's blushing.
It looks like the little girl from The Ring with blonde hair.
I can't tell if it has like 2 eyes and they're red, or if it's blushing.
I think it has 4 eyes in the red, actually.
Oh.
So, or maybe it has 2 eyes and it's blushing.
Oh, that'd be really cute.
No, don't look in here. I'm shy. Pay no attention to the Puppet Master behind the curtain. So, the Puppet Master mentioned the Oh my god, how fast was I reading? Sorry about that, everybody. Long story short, we've heard of somebody called the Enchanter. No, I just skipped through that text. It was not useful. Gerd is just saying there's somebody called the Enchanter. Also, check this out. Tiger Mage.
Wow.
It is both a tiger and a magician.
That looks sweet, actually.
So, we now have to go to... Oh, what was the name of it? We have to go to the third palace, but more than that, we still have yet to find Kadia's dad. He's just kind of been MIA this whole time. He went off to find the Black Fog, and we've been steps behind him the entire time. We can upgrade our Necromancer to a Lich right now, which sounds sweet, but we're gonna wait until we actually encounter a Lich.
It did look pretty
But
sweet.
we've already... go on.
No, I just said it looked pretty sweet, sorry.
Yeah, the Lich does look pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. But we have already encountered the Necromancer, so we're gonna turn a ghoul into another Necromancer just to have a spare lying around the deck. And we still don't know what the Ultimate Dragon Knight transform is, so we'll have to save up for that. But that's just about all we can do with cards for now. We're still just short, I mean just short, of the Sand Golem Ultimate Transform. But it can transform into a Behemoth. Behemoths are one of the cards that are very limited use. It's an Earth-type creature that deals immediate, massive damage to every Water-type creature on the field. So, you can get a Behemoth, and you can use it, and it will beat the crap out of anything that's water and leave anything else completely untouched. So there is one stage where that's really useful, but for just about everything else, we don't even touch it.
It seems very useful, though, if you use it properly.
It actually is.
Yeah.
There is a side quest, but the reason I was talking to Gerd was to try to trigger it. Apparently I need to revisit the apothecary after this to be able to trigger the side quest. But long story short, we're going to be going to a town next time where one dude, I think he was an amateur wizard or a chemist or something crazy like that. Well, I mean, they are basically the same thing now that I think about it. You talk about chemistry, what are you doing? You're mixing up things and they make new things. Isn't that the very definition of wizardry?
I'm not sure about that.
No, I'm pretty sure. I looked it up at least 1 or 2 times. So, once we revisit the apothecary, we get the trigger for the side quest. The village of Lumstead. A scholar. Okay, he was a scholar, got it. So Gerd's not too fond of scholars, but she thought he could defeat the Black Fog through science. But he actually managed to make an equally bad plague called the White Fog, which has currently taken over the village.
Wow.
Right, so basically, one guy tried to fix the situation and ended up breaking his whole town. So we're gonna go fix it next time, under Gerd's supervision. It's like an old woman field trip.
It really is.
I don't think she gets out of the shop much.
I like how they switched from black to white fog.
Yeah, no, definitely, just for the one level.
Is there any other kind of fog, like, at all in the game?
You know, there are rumors, but nothing actually confirmed.
I see.
I'm lying, there are no other fogs.
Oh. Wow, you just lied to me. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Next time, less lying, more visiting villages full of strange white fog, and, scholars.